Good morning, students. Let us start our class now. So, what we will do today is that whatever the DPPs I had given so far, you must have noticed that you got several evaluation emails yesterday, I hope. Right. And if you have any doubt in any of those DPPs, we can discuss that. The most important part, what about these DPPs is that, you are doing with due diligence, most of you are doing with due diligence on time. And once you get your evaluation feedback, means once you get your marks, and if you see that, I have doubt in some questions, please do not hesitate. Please, raise those things, as I always say, because this is important. Okay, and soon, maybe 2 weeks from now, you will find, the solution to those DPPs also will be available in question by question basis. Okay, that for so that you don't need to wait for me to actually explain, because those questions are not too difficult, but very important at the same time. So if you have any such DPPs, any question, you can feel free to me. That you can take some time to find out if you are not prepared. But what we do now, we'll make some practice together, and I will discuss few questions. What I noticed that most of you actually made, didn't attempt those things. That also I will discuss. So here I'll give you one by one questions, and I will expect that you to solve these questions and do let me know your answers. Okay. That is my expectation from you today, and you are going to get your first question in few seconds from now. Before that, as I always ask, please confirm that you are able to hear my voice very clearly and you are able to view the screen as well properly.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. The first question, dear students, is that find the coefficient of x power 5 in the expansion of 1 plus x to the power 3 power 9. Is the question clear to everyone?
Yes, it is clear.
Okay, dear students, anyone able to do it, or do you need some more time?
So I'm not getting how do you like expand the three terms in, in the bracket?
Okay, good question. But as we know the formula for three terms, uh, as we do not know the formula for three terms, my previous statement was wrong. We know only the formula for two terms,
Yes.
binomial. Then our task could be is that to reduce it to two terms,
Hmm.
correct or not? For example, think about. Let me give you a very
Yeah,
mini.
that's what I'm doing.
You can take 1 plus x one terms, and another term is x cube. Okay,
Okay.
that you can do. So if you look into it, dear students, so let me also do along with you. Devansu, as you asked, so I can expand like this, na?
Yes, sir.
If you take that 1 plus x is the first one and x cube is the second one,
Hmm.
then you can express something like this. That is 1 plus x cube power 9.
Yeah.
Then according to the formula, you will get this one, na? Do you agree to me?
Yes, sir.
Now, what is our task? Our task is to find the coefficient of x power 5. You see, from this term, that NC2, correct now? From NC2 onwards, what happened is that you will not know, you will never find a term which is having x power 5 because it's x power 6, na? Then next one will be x power 7. Correct or not?
Yes.
So we should not bother about from this term onwards. We should only concentrate on these two. Correct or not?
Hmm.
All of you agree to me, dear students? Mohor, you
Yes,
understood?
yes,
Dear Sagnik, got it? That
Yes, sir.
from NC2, as it is x power 6, then NC3, x power 7, we should not bother.
Hmm.
Why we should not bother? Because the question is that we need to find the coefficient of x power 5. These are absolutely clear, dear Disha.
yes,
Now, what is our task? Our task is to find the coefficient of x power 5 in these two terms. What is the coefficient of x power 5 in this term? You know pretty well. You tell me, what is the coefficient of x power 5 in 1 plus x power 9? It should be NC5, isn't it?
yes,
Correct or not? And if you look into that 1 plus x power 8, what is the coefficient into x power 3? That means we need to bother about the coefficient of 1 plus x power 8, the coefficient of x square, right or not? Because that will be multiplied with x cube, na?
right,
So we should be bothered about the coefficient of x power 2 in the expansion of 1 plus x power 8. That is what? That is nothing but 8c2.
yes,
And nc1 should be multiplied with that, correct or not?
mm,
So what you are going to get? I'm so sorry, not nc5. I should write
9,
9c5, sorry. 9c5. So 9c1 into 8c2. Done. We need to add these two, correct or not? So our required term will be what? Our required term will be the required coefficient. Required coefficient. The ones are absolutely clear. Is
Yes,
equal
sir.
to 9c5 plus 9c1 into 8c2. Dear Srijita, absolutely clear? Now find the value of this thing.
yes,
What is the value of 9c5? You can find out, and 9 into 8c2 that you can find out. You will get I'm just writing it because you can also find it out. It is equal to 378. Okay. I'm not spending time to calculate this one, obvious reason, because then you can cover more questions. But how to approach this kind of question, that you should learn in the class. Right? And there is an alternate approach also. What is the alternate approach? You can do, what? That alternate approach is a little, you know, uh, little complicated, but you can think in that way also. Let me share you that solution as well, so that you also get a different perspective. So if you look into it, dear students, is that same expression, that 1 plus whatever the expansion is given now, that 1 plus x cube, that we are writing something like that 1 plus x into 1 plus x square whole power 9.
Okay.
Then we started expanding, considering 1 as the first term and x into 1 plus x square as the second term. Then the expansion will be like this, na?
Yeah.
Yes, correct. 1 as the first term, so 1 we are not mentioning like this. Then what will be the x power 5? X power 5 should be, the x power 5 occurs in the fourth term. Here x power 5 occurs. Here x power 5 doesn't occur. Here also x power 5 doesn't occur. Here x power 5 occurs. Here x power 5 doesn't occur. In the next, what it will be? 9c5 into x to the power 5 into 1 plus x square to the power 5 plus, we should not bother because there will be x power 6. We should not bother all these things. So then this is also important. Correct? So what about, correct or not? What is the coefficient of x power 5? Is 9c3 into 3. Because why? Because if you expand 1 plus x square power 3, so it will be 3x square, na? If you look
Yeah.
into that term, if you look into entire this term and expand, what we are going to get? We are going to get 9c3 into x cube is equal to 1 plus x square power 3, a cube plus b cube, correct or not?
Yes.
3 a square b means 3 into 1 into x square plus 3ab square, 3 into 1 into x power 4, correct or not? Now out of this we should bother about this thing, na? Because this x power 3, x power 2, so 3 into 9 power 9c3
Yes.
plus 9c5 from this one.
Yeah.
These two if you add, then also you'll get 378. But I'll prefer the first one. But just despite that, I'm telling you so that you can have a different perspective. So why I purposefully, give this question is that when you see there are three terms inside of an expansion, first and foremost thing is that we should not get worried. Okay, but you should be actually because you should not get worried because I know a plus b power n, but here it is giving a plus b plus c power n. Then you need to think that how we can actually reduce it to two terms. Divansu, clear, na? Hello, Divansu, absolutely
Yes, sir.
clear.
Yes, sir.
Disha,
Yes, sir.
Srijita, not able to hear your voice. Absolutely clear. Okay, all right, fine. Next question. Let me go. Maybe Srijita is not able to hear me or something. Maybe. Okay, there is some connection issue. Could be. Okay, next question. If you see, dear students, using binomial theorem, so that 3 power 2n plus 2 minus 8n minus 9 is divisible by 64 for all n belongs to capital N.
So a similar question was there in one of the DPPs and I didn't get that.
Exactly. Not only you. I have seen several students didn't get into this kind of question in DPP. Definitely, we should discuss that. Exactly. I think let me discuss this question. So, what is your task? You, as it is a question, you need to prove that somehow you need to show that that entire expression, that is 3 power 2n plus 2 minus 8n minus 9, if I can show somehow that it is a multiple of 64, that is 8 power 2, we are done. Correct or
Mm,
not?
yes.
So that should be our target. Our target should be simple. Target should be that my task is to show somehow, okay, that the entire thing, whatever you get, na,
Mm,
this thing, is 64 into something.
mm,
Then that, correct?
mm,
So how you can do it? Then you need to again deep dive into that 9. So that means what? 64 means what? 8 square, na?
yeah.
64 has no relationship with 9.
Mm,
So it is 8. So then we need to think that whether we can make 9 in terms of 8 or not. Correct or not? Yes, students.
yeah.
You see, there is 3 power 2n plus 2. That means 3 square power n plus 1. Na?
Yes.
That is 9 power n plus 1.
Mm,
That means 1 plus 8 power n plus 1.
yeah.
That, without touching that pen and paper, I'm just telling.
Mm,
And similarly, you can think of that whether how we can express 9. 9 is 1 plus 8. And after that, you will see that things will get cancelled out and you will end up with 8 square. That should be your thought process. See, sending a solution is not a big deal. That how we are thinking that this should be the approach, this is what's important. What I'm saying is that, so 3 power n plus 2. So what is there? 3 plus 3 power 2n plus 2 minus 8 into n minus 9. My target is that, right, it is 3 square power n plus 1 minus 8n minus 8 minus 1. Correct, na? So this is equal to 3 square equal to what? 9. 9 means what? 1 plus 8. So it is 1 plus 8 power n plus 1 minus 8 into n minus 8 minus 1. You will see all this 8n minus 8 minus 1, all this will get cancelled.
mm,
So how are we going to get? Let's expand 1 plus 8 power n plus 1. So what it should be? First one will be n plus 1 c1. Sorry, n plus 1 c0, right? 1. First term will be 1, by the way.
yeah.
Second term will be n plus 1 c1 into 8
Mm,
plus n plus 1 c2 into 8 square
mm,
plus n plus 1 c3 into 8 cube
mm,
and so on.
yes.
I am not writing all these things because this will be all, you see, 8 square, 8 cube. These are all multiple of 8 square. Na?
Yes.
So anyway, final term what we will get? Final
Mm,
term we will get n plus 1 cn plus 1
mm,
into 8 to the power n plus 1.
yeah.
Correct or not, dear students?
Yes.
And here you get minus 8 minus 1.
Mm,
So what you are going to get here, dear students? So 1 to 1 plus n plus 1 c1.
mm,
N plus 1 c1 is what? Ah, sorry, I made a mistake here. Here I should also write 8n. Na? Just a minute.
mm,
Minus 8n minus 8 minus 1.
yeah.
Minus 8n minus 8 minus 1. And you also need to say, if you find there is a mistake typo done by sir, your task is to inform. So n plus 1 C1 is nothing but n plus 1 na? Into 8 plus whatever we are getting from here, na, dear students, from here to here is all are 8 square and into something.
Yeah.
I'm not writing because it is not required also for me to write. Because my task is to explain you. Then what we are going to get? Minus 8n, minus 8, minus 1.
Okay, it's good.
In fact, what you can say is that you can say, okay, this is entire thing you are going to get 8 square, sorry, 8 square. What you are going to get, I am writing an expression called P. So P is that entire, all this stuff, NC2, in this what you see underline, except 8 square. Correct, na?
Yeah.
So this what you are going to get, 1 plus 8n plus 8 plus 8 square into some number, some expression P, minus 8n minus 8 minus 1. So 8
Okay.
minus 18 got cancelled, 8 got cancelled, minus 1 got cancelled. So you will end up with 8 square into some expression P. So that is nothing but divisible by, that proves that 3 power 2n plus 2 minus 8n minus 9 is divisible by 64. Dear students, all of you got it.
Yes.
Disha,
Yes, sir.
Sagnik, Srijita, Dibansu.
Yes, I got it.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So henceforth, when you get this kind of question, so your target should be that, this is my approach. Okay. So approach is what, before I proceed to the next one, is that how I can make that just look into the number of 3 square and 9 to be expressed in terms of 8, because 8 is the only way to achieve me 64. That is the thought process. As I repeat the statement, sending solution is not a big deal. But how I am getting that solution, understanding that core and applying that for future problem is the important one. Okay, next question also. If you look into it, that it is a, it is going to test you that how you are going to approach this problem. If you look into the question number 3, dear students, if AR be the coefficient of x power r in the expansion of 1 plus x power n, then prove that a0 plus a1 within bracket, then a1 plus a2 into within bracket into a2 plus a3. In that way, multiplication goes on till an plus 1, an minus 1 plus an. That you need to prove is equal to a0 into a1 into a2 up to an minus 1 into n plus 1 power n by factorial n. I want to see that how you are approaching this approach. That's why strategically I brought this question. Got it? Dear students, you want to take a couple of more minutes? Okay, let me help you. So, shall I help you or what you want? Means, according I can do. Let me help you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So again, as I said, means approach is a very important thing. Now, if you look into the entire expression of 1 plus x power n, what is AR? AR is nothing but NCR, correct, na, dear students? All of you agree to me?
Yeah.
AR is nothing but NCR because the coefficient of x power r in the expansion of 1 plus x power n is nothing but NCR. So what we get? We get AR is equal to NCR. Then obviously what we are going to get, AR minus 1 should be equal to NCR minus 1.
Yeah.
Correct or not?
Mm.
Now, we need to look into this, very minutely, the expression A0 plus A1, A1 plus A2, AN minus 1 plus AN. That means somehow we need to find the value of AR plus R minus 1.
Mm.
Correct or not?
Mm.
So to do that one, how we are approaching from these two, what we are going to find AR by AR minus 1. AR divided by AR minus 1. What you are going to get then? You are going to get NCR by NCR R minus 1.
Mm.
NCR divided by NCR minus 1. I'm not going to explain exactly how we are going to find it out if you simplify. Okay, got it, no? So you'll finally get something like that. It is n minus r plus 1 by r. That you are going to get n minus r plus 1 divided by r. Okay.
Mm.
Or we can write this thing is equal to n plus 1 minus r divided by r. So what we can write? AR divided by AR minus 1. Dear students, that you need to take that, reciprocal, that AR by AR minus 1, that you need to think that is the main part here. After that, it becomes not that difficult. So this is going to be n plus 1 by r minus 1 r by r, since r cannot be equal to 0. So from here, what we are going to get? AR by AR minus 1 plus 1, that is equal to n plus 1 by r. Correct or not? So this implies AR plus AR minus 1 divided by AR minus 1 is equal to n plus 1 by r. And this is a very strategic point. Why there is a strategic point? If you look into this expression, I'm just marking this expression in different color. if you look into this expression, only this one, okay, what you are going to get? You see, if you put r equal to 1, what you are going to get? A1 plus A0 and here A0. Correct, na?
Yeah.
Are you getting my point? So A0 plus A1 by A0.
Yeah.
Then A1 plus A2 by A1. Correct, na? What I'm saying is that entire expression, what you need to prove? It is as if you need to prove that A0 plus A1 divided by A0 into A1 plus A2 divided by A1. Correct or not? In that way, it goes up to an minus 1 plus an divided by an minus 1. That should be equal to n plus 1 power n divided by n factorial. And that you can easily get it if we give this as equation 1. In this equation 1, let us apply the value of r equal to 0, sorry, r equal to 1, 2, 3 up to n and multiply. Correct, na? Are you getting my point? In the above equation 1, in the above equation 1, okay, let us apply r equal to 1, 2, 3 dot up to n minus n, okay, and multiply each term, okay. Multiply each terms and multiply both sides, okay. Multiply both sides. So what we are going to get if we apply n equal to r equal to 1? So we are going to get a1 plus a0 divided by a0. Correct or not? Then second term will be what? R equal to 2. A2 plus a1 divided by a1. In that way it will continue till what? an plus an minus 1 divided by a n minus 1. Right hand side, n plus 1 is independent of r, na? So n plus 1, n plus 1, n plus 1, it will be continuing, right? So what it will be? N plus 1 by 1, r equal to 1. Then n plus 1 by 2. Correct, na? In that way it will continue till n plus 1 by n.
Yeah.
That implies what? That implies a0 plus a1 divided by a0, or we can do little more better manner. Is that in the numerator we can write a0 plus a1 into a1 plus a2. In that way it will continue, and last term will be an minus 1 plus an. And in the denominator, what it will be? A0, a1, a2, correct, na? Up to an minus 1. In the right hand side, if you look into it, dear students, n plus 1 in the numerator has been multiplied n times.
Yeah.
So it is n plus 1 power n, na? And divided by 1 plus 2 plus, sorry, not 1 plus, 1 into 2 into 3 up to n, that is equal to n factorial. And we almost achieved this result. Correct, na? So this implies what we are going to get is that a0 plus a1 into a1 plus a2 In that way, it continues till an minus 1 plus an is equal to a0 into a1 into a2 up to an minus 1 into n plus 1, sorry, just a minute, let me write properly, n minus 1 into n plus 1 power n divided by n factorial. Proved. Approach is important. The main point in this entire solution, dear students, was that how I can make that a0 plus a1, a1 plus a2, how I can make a pattern. Okay, pattern is given, but how I can make a pattern in terms of that n and r. And that is why this step is a very, very important step. This step, achieving this step. Achieving this step is very important. And to achieve this state, dear students, that this kind of thought process that I need to make AR by AR minus 1 is important. Okay, now what I'm going to do, dear students, is that I'm going to solve one problem related to the greatest term. You recall the relevant theory that how to find the greatest term?
Yeah.
You remember, no?
Yeah.
Okay. The greatest terms of the binomial expansion. I just want to give you a quick, if you forgot, all of you have the notebooks with you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, if you have, then I can directly come to the question.
Yes.
Then I can directly come to the question. And here is the question. Is that let me put the question here in the board, and then we will discuss. So question here is that find the greatest term in the expansion of 4 plus 3x power 7 when x is equal to 2 by 3. Okay, if if you want me to put the theory, relevant theory, what we already discussed in our earlier classes, okay, I can keep that one for your convenience, and you can apply that, and you'll find it is so simple. Apparently the question become little challenging if you do not know the steps, but if you know the steps, it is exactly opposite. That is, it becomes so simple. And I'm going to show you how you can apply all these steps and achieve the result. Anyway, meanwhile, if someone of you already got it, please do let me know. Then it will be good. Otherwise, let me start solving it. More than solving it, I can say let me start following the steps. What is the first step? So what is the expression, dear students, here? The expression here is that 4 plus 3x power 7. 4 plus 3 into x. But what is x? X is equal to 2 by 3. So 4 into 2 by 3. So 4 into 2 power 7. Correct, na, dear students? So from here, it is like a plus b power n. So what is the first step? First step is that express a plus b power n as a power n into 1 plus b by a power n. That means 4 plus 2 power 7 we are going to express is that 4 power 7 into 1 plus 2 by 4 power 7. Correct or not?
Is the answer 2? I,
Yeah, what is the answer you got?
so I got 2.
The greatest term is 2. Question is that what is the greatest term? Okay, you please follow the process. Let me do it. It is not, certainly not. Okay. So why certainly not, without making much thought, I say, because it's 4 power 7 is already there, na?
Yeah.
Definitely 4 power 7 is there. How come 2 can be?
Yes.
4 power 7 into 1 plus 1 by 2 power 7. That is the first step we have done. Second step, let me do it in a different color. Find the value of m, where m is equal to n plus 1. So m is equal to n plus 1. N plus 1 means what? 7 plus 1 into mod of b by a. Mod of b by a is what? Mod is not required because here all terms are positive. So it is 1 by 2, correct? Divided by 1 plus 1 by 2.
Yeah.
If you want to write mod, exact replicate of the steps, okay. But it is actually 1 by 2. So what are you going to get? You are going to get 8 by 3 because 1 by 2 plus, so let me write 8 into 1 by 2 by 3 by 2. That is 1 by 3. That is equal to 8 by 3. 8 by 3, if you express, what you are going to get? You are going to get 2.66, something like this, isn't it?
Yes.
Correct or not? So 2.66, you are going to get. So in fact, we can put a dot. Okay. Now, m is not an integer. So if m is step 3 is coming. If m is not an integer, there exists exactly one greatest term. And it is the k plus 1th term. Let me use a different color. It is the k plus 1th term in which k is the greatest integer less than equal to m. What is k is there? K is equal to greatest integer of 2.6 now. 2.6. So what is that? 2?
2.
I think you said 2 from there. That is
Yes.
equal to 2.
Yeah.
Then which is the term? So that implies third term is the greatest term.
Yeah.
2 plus 1 is correct, na?
Yeah.
That is third term is the greatest term. So now let's find it out, the third term. How to find it out? That is pretty simple. So third term is equal to T3, correct or not?
Yes.
So T3, let's find it out, T3. T3 will be what? It is equal to, 4 power 7th already there into, 7C2, correct or not? 7C2 into 1 by 2 power 2. That is the greatest term. Whatever the value will get. Now you can simplify it and get the value. And if you simplify it and get the value, you will get something like 86016. Got it, no, dear students? You are going to get, it is something like this. That is equal to 86016. So this is the greatest term. Okay. The greatest term in the coefficient, greatest term in the expansion of 4 plus 3x power 7 when x is equal to 2 by 3 is equal to 86,016. Okay. So dear students, I would like to um, conclude the class. But before concluding the class, I would like to give you one assignment, and DPP will always be there. This particular question, you will be able to get it in another few seconds. That you need to solve it and send it to me. Okay, this is the fifth question. So this question you need to solve using the same approach and send it to me. And I'll be, you can send it to me over WhatsApp. Okay, and I'll be looking into your solution and then, get back to you accordingly. Okay. And what about the DPPs you have done so far in the binomial theorem? Please do 2 more for today in the online platform at www.KonarClasses.com. And tomorrow, we will discuss a few topics of binomial theorem, and we will conclude the class as long as the binomial theorem is concerned. After that, we'll start a topic called linear inequalities. After going through few topics in mathematics, then I'll let you know that how we can apply the similar things in physics and chemistry, the same way of covering the topics, solving DPPs, get your DPPs evaluated by our esteemed faculty members, and you get your marks, you get the solution wherever the doubts are there. And not only mathematics, is the same way the physics and chemistry will go in exactly in the similar fashion. And dear students, in the last 1.5 months, we have covered quite a good number of units in mathematics. We started with trigonometric functions. We did differential calculus, integral calculus, sequences and series, and then we are now doing binomial theorem. And before that, in between, we have done permutations and combinations. You have done most of the DPPs. Those who have not completed those DPPs, please take 2 weeks and complete it. I do not want you miss any DPPs. I do not want you miss any clarification from any question of these DPPs. There is a reason why I'm saying so. Once the DPPs are done, then you can shift our test to the practice test. As all of you know, the practice test in the online platform. And dear students, all these things are going to make a rock solid preparation. Anyway, I'm having the PTM. I will have meeting each parents in the next 1 week. I already start meeting a couple of parents already. So in this week, I'll meet each and every parents and along with you to explain them and also to explain you how well we can have a preparation for all the 4 subjects: physics, chemistry, mathematics, biology. If you do not have biology in this batch, it is fine. But all these 4 subjects, how meticulously if you can execute, and it is done so well. With this, I would like to conclude the class for today. If you have any specific statement, please feel free to me. Mohor, you wanted to say something?
Yes, I had few doubts in PPTs. Like, can I explain?
Yeah, the way you did, and the other students also, please do let me know DPP number and question number of the DPP number. Dear Sagnik, you sent 2 queries yesterday. You got your reply and you got it clear, right? Dear Sagnik?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Exactly. Similarly, Mohor, you sent earlier also. Tell me
Yes.
the DPP number and the this thing. So how it happens actually, let me stop sharing this screen and let me share the other screen. Okay, just a minute. I hope you are able to view the screen properly. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, great. So now the point is that suppose you say, sir, I have a doubt in question number, 3 in DPP 7. It's very easy for me to go. So I'll log in. And after that, I'll go to the write online examination. I'll just give binomial theorem. Okay, so DPP 3, suppose I'm just telling. Then I will go there. Question number 7. I'll go to question number 7. I'll get it. Got my point, no? So then my point is that you should just write, either you can WhatsApp me or email me, is that DPP number, question number. That's it. Okay, dear students, then let me conclude the class and we'll have tomorrow at 9 o'clock. Thank you very much.
Thank you.